Good morning, all my strong friends. Hope you guys are having an amazing morning. Hopefully your workouts are going good and you guys are achieving your goals. Stay strong. So today is a day off and I'm heading to work right now. So, for the purpose and sake of this video, it's just gonna be kind of like, just doing like an overview. I'm gonna head to Fresh Thyme because I feel like getting something a little sweet, but I'm gonna kind of go over what I get there. They got some really good cacao bars and peanuts and almonds, and I might even get a kombucha and just kind of show you guys the things that I do and why I do them and why I get them and what the benefits are. And of course, you get a lot of people that may agree, they may disagree, when it comes to certain things, but you look at it like, if you look up ginger and what it is, and the compounds of it, that it is good. It actually helps with the ginger and the red onions. They actually have, chemicals that are in there that help repair your cells in the blood. So, we can look at that and say that's either true or it's not. Normally, like, something you could do is, and this will really have you feeling really good, if you take maybe like a 4th tablespoon of ginger, a half tablespoon of like some chopped red onion and white onion, and 2 cloves of garlic, and maybe sprinkle a little bit of turmeric on there. Like, that really, not only does it just help with the blood sugar, it gets the blood sugar down like really quick, and it also stimulates and balances blood pressure. So so it's like it's either the stuff works or or it doesn't. So all I can say is try it, look the stuff up, and and definitely try it for yourself. I'll usually do that in the morning sometimes, and I also do like a half tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with about 10 to 12 ounces of water. Add that in. Sometimes I'll put a little chlorophyll in it because, like I said, it helps with the lining of your esophagus. It heals the lining of your esophagus, and the slippery elm will actually coat your throat. So that's another reason that I do it, because it also helps with the digestion process too, along with being fasted. So I haven't had anything to eat yet. I just had some black coffee with some MCT oil. Sometimes I might put bovine in it, but today was just a day where I just did the coffee with the MCT oil and a little bit of lion's mane powder. But that's really good too, because it actually helps with the cells in your brain. And another thing with garlic or the ginger is it actually is a natural treatment for Alzheimer's disease. It's a natural treatment and helps with anxiety. So it's a natural treatment for anxiety, because it helps, it slows down the blood flow, so that way the cells that are in the blood of the brain are not getting damaged. Especially, when we consume like a bunch of junk food and sugar, because those damage the cells. I know sometimes people may ask, you're going off subject with my videos. I also do the training, but I like to incorporate a lot of natural things too, that may help you guys, or it may help other people, or it may not. I can only go by my experiences, and with my family and with my wife, that she was on medication, and because of just taking these natural things, she's no longer taking the medication. She was on blood pressure medication. She's not on blood pressure medication anymore. The ginger, usually the ginger with the garlic and the turmeric and the cayenne pepper, that usually helps. And we'll do some organic grass-fed beetroot. That really helps, because that's really good for natural circulation. to the body, you know, without having to worry about, you know, taking the stimulants like the caffeine and whatnot. So that's something else too to also check out. But, you know, as far as training goes, yeah, this you know, it's a whole new series and a whole new training method for me. So I'm gonna try to find other ways to possibly get stronger at my body weight. So this time I'm just gonna do something a little different, to where I'm gonna add the more functional type of training. I've been incorporating more of the hip thrust, because I know when I started going to the gym, I wasn't stretching. Like literally, this is before I even started making videos, before I started making content. You know, I would just go in, just cold turkey, you know, just lift weights, and just go in really stiff. So I started doing the stretching. I started doing more research and adding in the bovine, the hydrolyzed bovine. So that's something else that I added in. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so a lot of it was just, you know, going into the gym and just, you know, working out and not stretching. So I'm incorporating more stretching, and more functional type of training, kind of like, you know, I'm assuming like a little bit more of CrossFit. So I'm gonna go by that. And like I said, no, even with the front squats, it's not really, it's more of, I'm gonna say it's gonna take a lot of practice for me to get that down, because I'm not used to doing front squats. I'm used to doing regular back squats, because those just, I feel more effectiveness out of it. It's like just like the bench press. You know, if I had my choice, I would rather do flat bench over incline bench. I feel like I have more leverage over flat bench. You know, and of course, you know, if you guys know what I mean, let me know. If you were ever in that situation, you know, where you're trying to get stronger, and you know, you're trying to figure out other ways to get stronger, or you just hit that plateau where you're just, you know, you're still hitting that same weight and it always feels heavy, and there's no room, or it feels like there's no room to get stronger, or you feel like you haven't gotten stronger. So that's kind of like where I'm at, which I know there's ways of doing it, so I'm just going to have to really work out harder and push myself harder. You know, that's all there is to it. So, you know, hopefully all this will you know, work out really well. So I'm gonna say starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing more hip thrusts. It's gonna be a little bit different because it's adding in compound movements with supersetting. So it's kind of like, you know, compound movements with some muscle building. So I'm still maintaining like 158. I weighed myself. You know, and of course, you know, if I have like a little bit of like a cheat day, I might add on a few extra pounds. So, yeah, you know, and it all depend too, you know, on what I do and what I eat. So for instance, you know, if I'm having a cheat day, I go by how I feel, and because I have a metabolic syndrome, which is metabolic from metabolism, my body's very sensitive to sugar. So which means, you know, especially with the vitiligo that I have, I'm more susceptible. My cells in the blood will get damaged a lot quicker from eating junk food like sugar and sweets and cookies and things. So that's why if I have it, I'm definitely not having it every day. I mean, really, I'm gonna try to just cut it out, period, because it's just not gonna really do my body any good. And usually when I do, it makes me really tired. You know, like if I have a donut or something, I mean, I might as well just go to bed, because it'll just put me to sleep, because it makes me very tired. All that junk and sugar. So, and that's also something too that I'm gonna incorporate. So just you guys that are out there that have vitiligo, that staying up on the vitamin D3 is very essential. And it's mandatory, because like I said, we lose that vitamin D3, especially in the wintertime, because there's no sun. So, you know, I up mine. This is me. Everyone's different, but you know, me, I just from the research that I was doing, it's more of upping it to 30 to 50,000 IUs. And also just, you know, a good multivitamin. Sometimes I'll take that. Not every day. I tend to do it on my fasting days, because when I, you know, when I fast, you know, like I try to do either every week or every other week, I'll try to do 20 to 24 hours just to give the body a time to heal from all the carbs and the food and just, and all that. So I'll take, you know, a multivitamin on the fasting days, just to, you know, get the vitamins in the body, as of course, you know, going that long without food, it's going to lose liquids and potassium, magnesium, and of course, you know, sodium. So, you know, staying hydrated is absolutely mandatory, especially while fasting. That it really helps the body regenerate those cells. And like I said, you know, with vitiligo, no matter who we are or who you are, sugar is just, it's going to damage your cells a lot quicker. And it will suppress your CNS a whole lot faster. So that's where, you know, that vitamin D3, good multivitamin. Actually, you know, goji berries are really good. I'm still trying to figure out where to find those at. Probably guessing you probably have to order them, but yeah, goji berries are really, really good. They're supposed to be a lot stronger than elderberry, and they're really, really good for the immunity. I mean, garlic is, and ginger is too. That really strengthens your immune system. And even if you put the raw honey in there and you strain it, so if you chop up red, white onions, a little bit of garlic, and some ginger, and just kind of put it in a you know, in a strainer, or put it all in a bowl, in a jar with a lid on it, and then you know, let it sit for 24 hours. Put raw honey in it, not the junk honey, but the raw honey. You know, just put the raw honey in there and let that sit in there overnight, and then strain all the juices out, because that'll put, you know, all of the sulfuric compounds from the garlic and all the other things like the garlic, the onions, and the ginger. And you know, it's a really good cough syrup, and it'll literally cut through your mucus if you got mucus or indigestion. I also found that garlic is also a good compound for asthma, so it's a natural, it's a good natural treatment for asthma. I'm not a doctor here, but these are just things that I have researched. You can definitely look these up, but it definitely helps and it works. But yeah, definitely check this out for yourself, of course, before you do it, and of course talk to your doctor. And a lot of research that I did, some doctors I did talk to, but they really didn't want to hear it. You know, because, you know, we're trying to obviously, you know, go the natural way. So yeah, definitely check it out, and let me know. But yeah, you know, this is some things that I do that I just kind of want to throw out there that that may help you guys, it may not help, you know, but it's, you know, maybe worth checking out. So but yeah, you guys have a great and awesome day, and stay strong.